Well, I mean, I understand that you want to build up your franchise and make Avengers maybe the coolest movie out of all superhero movies if they can get all the actors to be, on key in the film. But I don't feel that this was the correct venue to do that. Maybe video games, maybe TV, marketing, viral videos. But why ruin this film?
Well,
ruin is a little hard.
Yeah.
But they did not need to throw in all the SHIELD stuff they do with the Nick Fury SHIELD, Black Widow, without explaining it. I feel like all those characters are in there with no explanation. We met Nick Fury at the very end of the credits of the first film, but you don't get to know anything about him in this movie, and he's really cool.
I think most of the people who see the movie will not get a lot of the fan service that goes into some of these characters, Nick Fury especially, and it'll go over their heads and they'll just be confused. Thankfully, a lot of those scenes are short. And I don't think it totally distracts the movie. I like it when they do the Easter eggs at the end of the movie because credits are over. It's you have your one chunk of the movie. You can hint at the bigger franchises that happen and then combine it into a movie. But when they drop it throughout the movie, it's distracting.
Yeah, I felt like they would have done the characters more justice and the whole SHIELD organization more justice if in the beginning, similar to like the Walkman, where they kind of show all the things that have happened throughout time, thanks to these superheroes. Watchmen. Not the Walkman, not the band. But if they would have shown a little bit of this is what happened, this is how Nick Fury was involved with Tony Stark and doing all these battles, and then they would have had some sort of reason for here's Nick Fury and SHIELD to be a part of his life, why he's so important, and at the same time Whiplash brooding in Russia because Tony Stark is this Avenger that everybody loves, but he hasn't, he's kind of ruined Ivan Vanko's family's entire life.
When there's a film that's already so stuffed with other stuff, you don't want to start thinking about movies that, what if these movies come out in a year and they totally blow?
Bomb?
They're bad.
Yeah.
It's going to ruin the Iron Man 2 legacy. It might hurt the chances for an Iron Man 3 because they're now intertwined with these other movies.
It's an interesting film and comic book, in my opinion, not compared to like really unknown comic books. But people know Iron Man, but they don't know his villains. They don't know Whiplash, they don't know Mandarin, they don't know any of these other guys that he could possibly fight. But people are going to compare this to The Dark Knight because it was another huge anticipated comic book movie that everybody knows Batman. They know that after the origin story, he's going to go after the Joker, there's going to be the Riddler maybe the Penguin, maybe Mr. Freeze. What's Iron Man going to do?
Well, that's part of the sense of discovery I think you get with these B-level characters.
But I feel that they don't do the characters justice to, there could have been so much more between Whiplash and him instead of the entire movie Whiplash spends it in the lab. Working on robots that supposedly only can salute at one point, so.
Yeah, that's a good point, unless that was just,
So let's get to the thing that I think really got us divisive before we decided to do this exclusive.
All right.
Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau as a director, yeah. I think he is a very good director. I think he still has a sense of tone. The tone throughout, despite it being overstuffed, is consistent. And I think the action sequences are easy to follow as opposed to like Transformers or Transformers 2, where you have no idea what's going on when the big robots start fighting.
See, I was thinking about that. I was thinking that compared to Transformers 2, I think Jon Favreau comes off as a more understandable Michael Bay. Like his films are big, really, well, not all of them. I can't say Elf is big or Maid is big, but these two films have a lot of, big action, mech warriors going at it. But it isn't lost in the complete insanity of it. At the same time, I feel the acting is not that great. I don't feel like all the extra characters they threw in here, Scarlett Johansson, who is suspect as an actress on her own level, but I feel Samuel L. Jackson kind of didn't play like the cool Nick Fury that he needs to be. I feel like Jon Favreau should have pushed him to the point to make this a better character.
Well, I don't know how much of that is Jon Favreau's fault and half of that is the script. But I think it's credited to Justin Theroux, who's an actor. He's in Mulholland Drive. He's in, I don't know what else he's been in now that I think about it. But
I can't picture the face.
I think he's got these horn-rimmed glasses, big nerd glasses. He's
got reddish hair, wears a blue shirt.
No, that's me.
I'm sorry.
But I don't think he's really been credited. I think he was a credited screenwriter on Tropic Thunder, but I don't think he's really done one of these big films before. And I think there's probably a lot of studio pressure to work in these other characters like Nick Fury and the Black Widow. And
well, this is where Marvel is going, where characters and people don't know. I mean, it's easy to do the X-Men. It's easy to do Spider-Man. Well, easy to the point that you don't mess up the movie. But people know should know where those will go because that was a Saturday morning cartoon. A lot of people have read the comics. Spider-Man's kind of like part of the social universe that everybody knows.
But the flaws I think you're pointing out and giving blame to Jon Favreau, I think, are more script level, studio level. I still think he's a good director. And I still would trust him to direct Iron Man 3. And I would still go see it as soon as I could.
I would definitely go see it. And I still think people should go see this film. I think it was a lot of fun. And if you're a comic book fan, you'll see it, even if you'll nitpick it. Not on the level that you'll destroy it like, Fantastic Four or X-Men: The Last Stand.
No, it's better than those.
It's
definitely.
way better than those. It's like I was saying, this is I think the bar, that if you go below this bar, you are making a film that is not doing justice to the comic books, the fans, and I don't want to go see it. This is the level where I will see it. But anything below that, is Daredevil and Fantastic Four, Spider-Man 3, which I still have yet to see.
Yeah, you should see that just so you can make a point of comparison. I'll be very happy if Captain America is as good as Iron Man 2. And I hope the Avengers is better, and I hope Thor is better. But
I'm interested to see what tack they take with that. Like, are they going to keep it in the same flashy, modernistic tone? Or are they going to try and colorize it and make it more because it's going to be set in World War II.
Yeah. It's going to be very interesting to see where Marvel goes with these other movies, and hopefully they'll bring something fresh like the first Iron Man, and that'll get people excited again. Well, I hope we didn't rant for too long. Hopefully, maybe we should do this again as movies that we're
That come
passionate
of interest,
about.
yes. Well, so what's coming out this summer that we could do? Inception for sure.
Yeah.
Because Christopher Nolan.
We'll just see how it goes. If there's anything more to say that doesn't fit into the 2 minutes we were given for the CRI Film Review, maybe CRI Film Review Extra will become a common thing. Let us know.
Come check it out.
All right.
Thanks for indulging us.
Yep. Indulging being the operative word.